Greetings, everyone, and a heartfelt welcome to Hope Health's annual Light Up a Life event. I'm Diana Franquito, President and CEO of Hope Health. Tonight, we come to you virtually from the serene beauty of Swan Point Cemetery to embrace moments of quiet reflection and remembrance. In this tranquil gathering, we're reminded of the simple yet profound truth. Even in challenging times, solace and strength can be found in our shared community. Our purpose tonight is to provide you with comfort as we navigate this holiday season together. Through the stories we share and the support we offer, we hope you'll find inspiration to carry the light of hope with you. Now, I'd like to introduce a cherished member of our team, one of our dedicated chaplains at Hope Health, Jeffrey Thomas. Jeffrey will lead us in a reflection that we trust will bring solace and inspiration to your hearts. Thank you, Jeffrey.
It's great that you are right here, right now. It's our sincere hope you may hear something in our time together which may help move your thoughts and emotions, even if it is painfully slow, toward manageable, tolerable, and slightly more predictable days and nights. Experts say grief is a journey. One might ask, if grief is a journey, then how do you prepare? How do you pack? How do you dress? What do you bring? And most of all, how do you know when you get to where you're going? The journey to and through death is one of a kind, one at a time, and never offers a practice run. I've heard that preparing for the death of a loved one or experiencing the sudden death of a loved one is like preparing to go down rapids in a kayak. The helmet, the vest, the paddle, even the kayak do not guarantee smooth transition through the turbulent waters of grief. Our hope today is that some light, however small, may break through your times wandering and wishing things were different. Light does not remove what it covers. Light has a way of illuminating what was already there: love, joy, and peace, in spite of transition.
Thank you, Jeffrey, for that beautiful reflection. Next, a reading by Olivia Dutra, grief counselor.
On the day when the weight deadens on your shoulders and you stumble, may the clay dance to balance you. And when your eyes freeze behind the gray window and the ghost of loss gets into you, may a flock of colors, indigo, red, green, and azure blue, come to awaken you in a meadow of delight. When the canvas frays in the crotch of thought and a stain of ocean blackens beneath you, may there come across the waters a path of yellow moonlight to bring you safely home. May the nourishment of the earth be yours. May the clarity of light be yours. May the fluency of the ocean be yours. May the protection of the ancestors be yours. And so may a slow wind work these words of love around you, an invisible cloak to mind your life.
You were next to me when you got the news. Life will be changing, there's nothing we can do. The clock is ticking now, all I can think about is knowing I have to move on without you somehow. And I just can't believe that you're the one who's keeping it together. As you hold my hand and say, it's okay to cry, it's okay to fall apart. You don't have to try to be strong when you are not. And it may take some time to make sense of all your thoughts, but don't ever fight your tears, 'cause there is freedom in every drop. Sometimes the only way to heal a broken heart is when we fall apart. You asked me to sing some songs that I wrote, but I can barely speak, barely play a note. All my tears rush in, falling on my skin, that make the sound of these progressions have a different ring. And I hate to say goodbye, knowing this will be the last time we're together. As you close your eyes and say, it's okay to cry, it's okay to fall apart. You don't have to try to be strong when you are not, and it may take some time to make sense of all your faults, but don't ever fight your tears, 'cause there is freedom in every drop. Sometimes the only way to heal a broken heart is when we fall apart. Well, it's been a while since you've been gone, and sometimes I still catch myself trying to call your phone. All the hopes and dreams we used to talk about, they're still alive in me, and I just hope I make you proud. Now I'm your legacy, is your love still holding me together? As I still hear you say, it's okay to cry, it's okay to fall apart. You don't have to try to be strong when you are not, and it may take some time to make sense of all your faults, but don't ever fight your tears, 'cause there is freedom in every drop. Sometimes the only way to heal a broken heart is when we fall apart. Sometimes the only way to heal a broken heart is when we fall apart.
As we remember our loved ones, the following reading is a reminder of the love we feel in grief and how that keeps us connected to our loved ones forever.
In your thoughts we will touch, in your dreams we will meet. Now our hearts beat as one. I am your shadow, I'll always be close. Hear my voice in the wind, see our dance in a song. Feel my warmth in the sun. Remember, my love, I'll always be close. Do not weep for my loss. Time will pass, rain will fade, you will laugh, and I'll smile. Live your life, my love, I'll always be close.
I know you're tired, I see it in your eyes. All that anxiety that rules your mind. I'll be your shield when you don't feel like you've got the strength enough to fight. I'll stand by your side. I will carry you through your darkest night. When you're terrified, I will carry you when the waters rise. runs dry, I will carry you. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You don't have to hide the parts of you that ache. I will choose you 1,000,000 times, 'cause I am not ashamed of you. I won't walk away from you. I will carry you through your darkest night. When you're terrified, I will carry you. When the waters rise, when your hope runs dry, I will carry you up and over the mountains, valley deep as the ocean. When you can't keep going, I will shoulder your burdens up and over the mountain, valley deep as the ocean. When you can't keep going, I will shoulder your burdens. I will carry you through your darkest night. When you're terrified, I will carry you. When the waters rise, when your hope runs dry, I will carry you through your darkest night. When you're terrified, I will carry you. When the waters rise, when your hope runs dry, I will carry you.
At the beginning, I thought that the world was coming to an end. I didn't know how to live without my husband.
My life became so different after she passed away, and in so many ways, the most important of which was that I didn't have her company all the time.
The closer it got to me personally, the more I realized grief is such an unpredictable journey. It comes, it goes, it's in waves.
Our life story was a beautiful story. We met in a church hall on the festival, and it was love at first sight. We were married 10 months later. I look at that picture. I know that that's how he looks like now. At least that's what I want to believe. He loved his children. He loved fishing. His grandchildren, that was his life. And we had a good life.
So Barbara was a mother of 6, grandmother of 4. Always knew that she wanted to be a mother. And she grew up in a greenhouse that her mom had, and she loved flowers. I think probably the first miracle she saw was to see a seed turn into a flower. So she liked everything that blossomed, whether it was flowers or kids.
My father was a hands-on dad before it was a thing. He helped with everything, from diapers to feedings to bathing. He was always there. He took care of everybody, friends, family, my mom, amazing caregiver to my mom through her years. You know, we lost her 10 years before my father, and he was always there, and that experience prepared us for when it was his time. So my father had died, and I was managing it the best I could. And then my son-in-law died unexpectedly. And I watched my 14-year-old grandchildren and their mom try to navigate this unexpected loss in their life. And all of a sudden I realized I was overwhelmed. And that's when I called hospice and I said, I need help.
Well, John, when I first met you, I was a little bit afraid. I was a little bit shy. But after I met you the second and the third time, I knew I was in the right place. I knew that I could open up without worry. I see that we all share what we're going through.
As I began to learn more about grief and I had a little bit more ease with grief, or it didn't quite weigh as much as it had, eventually it dawned on me that, that grief is love, that my grief is my love for Barbara. And I do what Barbara and I always said we wanted to do, which was to, sort of cycle through the kids and help with the grandkids and give the parents a break and let them go out on date night. And those are all positive things. But it still feels like an awful lot coming at me. And it's very helpful to have the ongoing grief counseling and support.
Living while they're here every moment. That is my biggest message, I guess, is hospice, is living until that last breath. It's not about the dying, it's about living until that last breath. Don't let anyone tell you you don't get a choice.
I can give a little bit of what I've been receiving to other people. So they've been inspiring me from day one. Because every time I go into their building, there's always a smile from someone. And many times I look on their shirts, I volunteer. So I said, if they can do this, I can do this too. And I will do it. I don't want to waste my time. I want to give to other people what people have given me.
Thank you to all of the amazing Hope Health families who shared their touching stories with us. What an honor to have you with us tonight. You are an inspiration to all. This year, your Light Up a Life invitation included a snowflake ornament that, when planted, will grow a Wilson spruce tree in memory of your loved one. The spruce tree is said to represent courage and strength. The strength and courage we exhibit in grief is reflected in the next reading by our grief support team, Blessing for the Brokenhearted by Jan Richardson.
Let us agree for now that we will not say the breaking makes us stronger, or that it is better to have this pain than to have done without this love.
Let us promise we will not tell ourselves time will heal the wound when every day our waking opens it anew.
Perhaps for now it can be enough to simply marvel at the mystery of how a heart so broken can go on beating as if it were made for precisely this.
As if it knows the only cure for love is more of it. As if it sees the heart's sole remedy for breaking is to love still.
As if it trusts that its own persistent pulse is the rhythm of a blessing we cannot begin to fathom, but will save us nonetheless.
Through this holiday season, we wish you and your family love and peace as you remember your loved ones who are no longer with you. We hope that the memories of their existence bring some comfort to your hearts on the difficult days ahead. Leading up to this event, you were given the opportunity to submit a virtual candle lighting request. We hope that after viewing this program tonight, you will visit our event page to view your candle. Now, the grief support team and family speakers will offer a candle lighting.
I will light candles this year.
Candles of joy despite all the sadness.
Candles of hope where despair keeps watch.
Candles of courage for fears ever present.
Candles of peace for difficult days.
Candles of grace to ease heavy burdens.
Candles of love to inspire living without you.
Candles that will burn all year long.
It hit like a train. I ran out of words. I got nothing to say. Everything hurts, and I know love leaves a pain. And memories serve our sweetest refrain. Ooh, the waves came tumbling down as you float away. I'm reaching for you, so tell me how my life goes on with you gone. I suppose I'll sink like a stone if you leave me now. Oh, the storms will roll, easy come, hard go. Then life goes on. heated reserve. I remember the way that you treat me first, and what a heart-wrenching shame that you'll never know, just like tears in the rain. Ooh, the constant gray in the clouds. When I hear your name, I think of love. So tell me how my life goes on with you gone. I suppose I'll sink like a storm if you leave me now. Or the storm will roll, easy come, hard go. Then life goes on. I watch the sun setting down. I'm so afraid. I need you now. So tell me how my life goes on with you gone. I suppose I'll sink like a storm if you leave me now. Or the storm will roll, easy come, hard go. Then life goes on, easy come, hard go. Then life goes on.
In this grief, life, space of limited options, we acknowledge and learn from the wisdom of those who have mourned before us. May you move from this time of remembrance, conceding the reality that happy memories hurt the most when we remember loved ones. May we move forward with the echo of Helen Keller's words, "What we once enjoyed and deeply loved, we can never lose, for all that we love deeply becomes part of us." May we always remember love never fails, love never dims, and love tags along long after the hurt of transition. Help us to never carry our memories as a yoke or a burden, but rather let us carry the luminescence we dare not let go. May you walk through this in every season, bolstered by the words of Maya Angelou. She said, "And when great souls die, after a period, peace blooms, slowly and always irregularly. Spaces filled with a kind of soothing electric vibration, our senses restored, never to be the same, whisper to us, they existed. They existed, we can be, and be better, for they existed." Thank you.
As we draw this evening to a close, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for joining us. I also want to express our sincere appreciation to Swan Point for graciously hosting our virtual gathering. I'd like to acknowledge our Hope Health family members who bravely shared their stories tonight, reminding us of the resilience of the human spirit. I'm also immensely grateful to our entire grief support team whose compassion and dedication guide individuals and families through challenging times. Special thanks to our talented student singers, Caitlin Snow, Maya Resendez, and Morgan Machado, our wonderful pianist, Kristen Wilbur, as well as our gifted harpist, Laura Cole, for providing the beautiful music that touched our hearts. As we navigate this holiday season, I wish you all comfort, peace, and the love of cherished memories. Please remember that our Center for Hope and Healing is here for you, ready to provide support whenever you may need it. You are never alone in your journey of healing and remembrance. Once again, thank you for being a part of this evening. Have a peaceful and restful night.